Hey again, it's Erik Stafford here from Stafford Marketing. It's the ABCs of branding. Today's letter is W, and W is brought to you by word of mouth. Word of mouth, aka in today's language, viral. Viral marketing. Very, very important stuff. The secret weapon of all good marketers. How do you get other people to share your stuff? Because it's very, very powerful when they do. Right? So, word of mouth marketing, viral marketing, right? And there's sort of stages to going viral, right? The first stage is that your audience likes your stuff. The second stage is that your audience likes and shares your stuff, right? The third stage, your audience's audience likes your stuff. And then the fourth stage, the important stage, stage 4, is when you go viral. That's when your audience's audience shares your stuff, right? And so how do you do that? Well, there are a couple of formulas, right? And as always, it comes back to story. Story is what we do here at Stafford Marketing. Story is so very important, right? And we found that just like the 4 stages of going viral, there tends to be 4 types of stories that really, really work well here. The first type of story is a hero story. And if you can tell a hero story around your business or around your products, whether that's a story of how you almost gave up, how you almost went out of business, how you had to persevere and work real, real hard, make yourself or your customer the hero. The second type of story is a villain story. And you've probably seen lots of villain stories, right? Vaccinating kids, vaccines are the villain. Lower back pain is the villain. Eating carbs, diabetes maybe, is the villain, right? So villain stories always capture the attention and catch the eye, right? The third type of story, you've got your hero story, your villain story. The third type of story is an emotional story. An emotional story. You'll never believe what happened next, right? Something emotional that touches your every nerve. And you see a lot of stories like this as well. And this comes back to authenticity and some of the other words that we've been discussing during the ABCs of branding. And same with the fourth type of story, which is an inspirational story. Inspirational stories, right? Always capture the imagination and always get shared. And so, if you can create a hero story, a villain story, an emotional story, or an inspirational story around your marketing, around your messages, around your products and your services, you have a much better chance of your audience liking and interacting with those stories, sharing those stories, and then their audience liking and sharing those stories as well. And there's nothing more powerful than this. I'm telling you, we value recommendations from people that we trust more than almost anything on the planet, right? This goes back decades to when people used to stand around the water cooler and talk about sports or talk about culture, talk about what's happening in the zeitgeist. And this is still true today. If you think about it, when your friends recommend new restaurants, when your friends recommend movies, hey, have you seen so-and-so? Yeah, that movie was killer. You got to go see it. You always value your friends' recommendations, right? And so word of mouth marketing, very, very powerful. It's the ABCs of branding. This is Erik Stafford from Stafford Marketing. Today's letter is W, and W was brought to you by word of mouth.